Hey y'all, it's me Jerome and I'm back with another video. So, this one is going to be good because I, the black man, Jerome, I've got, let's just say my ass was catfished, all right? That one. And you know what? I shouldn't even say catfish because I didn't per se like meet the person yet. But let me wrap it up and put it in the story. So, I'm sitting around home, minding my own business, just going through messages, cleaning out my phone, and so on and so forth. I don't know if I said this in a few videos ago or whatnot, but I just tell y'all now because I don't think I did. But I'm in this process of trying to get rid of the old to make room for the new. And I say that because now I'm cleaning out my phone. So basically, phone numbers that I do not call anymore, text messages I'm not responding to, text messages that are not being responded to me, and so on and so forth. I'm getting rid of those. And I have a friend that always tell me, stop deleting stuff out your phone because you're going to need them numbers one day. Nah, I'm not going to need them. I'm at a new place in my life. I'm at a woosah moment. And it's like, let's get rid of all this negative energy or negativity or my past. So that way my future can be welcome. So anyway, cleaning out phone numbers in my phone, and in between time, you know, I'm going to social media and also a dating app that I'm using. Which one was that one I use? It's not a lot, y'all. It's just that I'm trying to figure it out. POF, plenty of fish. Yeah, plenty of fish right there. Anyway, on Plenty of Fish, there was this nice looking fella who sent me a nice message and I responded. He's a Caucasian guy, which I don't have a thing about dating outside my race, but I'm going to post some stuff once I get through with this story so that way y'all can see where I'm coming from. But anyway, it was a Caucasian guy, real nice looking. We exchanged a lot of messages, probably within, I'd say probably like 2 or 3 hour time span. So within that 2 or 3 hour time span, he shared with me what he do for a living. He told me he was an engineer, something else is something else, but I think they all had something to do with one another. He shared to me that he has a 10-year-old son. He showed me 3 pictures of himself, including one picture was was a picture of him and his son. And that was basically it. And so in between time while we're sending messages, he was asking me, you know, as far as how long I've been in Atlanta and so on and so forth. And I asked him the same thing. Of course, what I do for a living. And that was basically about it. So anyway, in a nutshell, I was like, man, you seem really cool. This, that, and the other. I was like, you know, we should exchange phone numbers and let's take it offline. So his excuse was that he's busy at work. He's not going to be able to talk and so on and so forth. So I was like, okay, cool. Jumping ahead a few hours later, he did end up giving me his phone number because he told me he wanted to text. So he gave me his personal cell phone number, his business number. The personal cell phone number, I text but didn't get a response. I called, but it kept going to voicemail. So I went back to POF and I let him know what was going on. And he said he was having issues with that phone. Let me give you my business phone. So he actually, no. I just gave him my number. And I said, look, just text me from whatever phone number. So he ended up texting me from another phone number. I need to check that area code. I'm gonna do that when I get off the video or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna check the area code. I'm just gonna post it right there. And so anyway, it worked and we text for a little while. And I was like, hey, this is a good time we should talk. I said, because it's a little late. And it wasn't even that late. It was probably like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, which may be late for most. But anyway, he told me that he was extremely tired and that he would get with me tomorrow. cool. Not pressed because I just met you a couple hours ago. Anyway, the next day came, and by this time it was Tuesday. And so Tuesday came, and he started out with the good morning. You know how it goes when you meet somebody new. Good morning, how you doing? How you slept well? What are you doing today? Whatever the case may be. I'm so done with all those messages, y'all. I just jumped to the point. So I'm doing fine. What are you doing around noontime today? Because I think we should meet for lunch. And so when I told him that, it was quiet. And when I say quiet, I think I sent this message probably around 8:15, 8:30 in the morning, and I did not get a response back about lunch until 3 o'clock that Tuesday afternoon. And so his response was, oh, I'm so sorry, I've been in meetings all day, and so on and so forth. And I said, you know what, that's cool. I said, I understand you're busy and I'm busy or whatever. And I was like, let's FaceTime each other. And so, or let's FaceTime each other when you get a little breather. And so he explained to me that he couldn't because he has an Android. And I was like, that don't stop no show. I was like, we can do Duo. I have it downloaded on my phone. And again, no response. Now, I know some of y'all are probably saying, Jerome, I would have just called anyway just to do a checkup. But I ain't in the business to interrupting somebody's day or flow because I don't really per se know them yet. Now, me, I love a FaceTime. I love a Duo, whatever the case may be. I like seeing that face-to-face interaction, especially with us being in this pandemic now. It's like I need to see some type of interaction. Anyway, back to the story at hand. Didn't get a response. But I did get a response from him around 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. And so he said, hey, I have some bad news. And I was like, oh, okay, what's up? He told me that he has to go out of town for an extensive time. And he hate that he's going out of town because he just met me. He really wants to meet me and build a relationship with me. And so I was like, oh, wow. I said, well, what's an extensive time and where are you going? So he told me he had to go to Hawaii for work. So I was just like, okay, cool. When do you leave? And so he told me it's Thursday he leaves. And I was just like, oh, okay. Well, maybe we can meet beforehand. And so he explained to me that he could not meet beforehand because he had to wrap up a lot of loose ends at work and so on and so forth. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I said, okay, I get it. It's cool. However, in between time, he kept trying to warm me up saying, what are you looking for? What do you want? I really want to be with you and so on and so forth. Now, I went ahead and paused him right there for the minute or for the moment because my thing is we're not going to dig that deep. And I haven't even physically saw you yet. Now, yeah, I have seen 3 pictures of you and I've seen your child. And I guess some people would say, well, at least he's being honest and upfront. But again, like I stated in a previous video, I don't even know your mama's last name. Or matter of fact, I don't even know if you and your mother share the same last name. That part. So that's cool and well that you want to be in a relationship, but I am too old to be doing a long distance relationship with somebody that I have not met. Like, I'm done with it. Now, I will say I have been in a long distance relationship in the past, but I'm not going to say I think. The last relationship I was in was probably 8 or 9 years ago. And that one was cool because I had stuff going on in my life to keep me busy and occupied. Not saying if I didn't have those things going on, I couldn't maintain a relationship, but I was so busy and consumed with school and work. The longest relationship worked out fine because I didn't have to worry about that person and I make it an interaction on a consistent basis, if that makes sense, like physically and face to face. Anyway, he told me that part and I was like, cool. I mean, you going to Hawaii and that's that. And I was like, we can still communicate. And then, once you get back, we can start things and see what's up. And so he never told me, and I think I did ask how long he was going to be over there, but he never told me what, or the time frame of him being in Hawaii. Anyway, that's done, whatever the case may be. Saturday, or it may have been Sunday. So let's see, that was Tuesday. So yeah, Saturday or Sunday, I went ahead and just hit him up because by this time I haven't heard anything from him. And when I say anything, I haven't heard anything from him. So I just hit him up and I said, hey, what's going on? And I was like, I just want to check to see how your day is going. I haven't heard from you. Are you doing well? So he hit me back immediately and he was like, yes, I'm doing fine. I'm just at home relaxing. So now I'm thinking, something ain't No. There's something going on here. Because now you at home relaxing and you're supposed to be in Hawaii because you left Thursday. So I'm thinking that you should be in a hotel. However, with the profession that he told me he's in, it could be so that he has multiple places or he's getting a home temporarily or whatever the case may be. So then I played dumb and I was like, oh, wow, you're at home? I said, that's cool. I'm at home too. And I was like, what are you getting into today? So he told me that he's just going to be relaxing. He's just going to enjoy the Sunday. So here I go, being Mr. Investigator. I said, well, where are you at? Y'all, it took him 1 hour. 1 full hour to reply to me where he was located. So he ended up telling me California. I didn't bring up nothing about Hawaii. So I said, oh, okay. What part of California? Blank again. This time it didn't take a whole hour. This time it took probably about 30, 35 minutes. And so I cannot remember the name of the city, but I do remember that it begun or start with the alphabet of the J. And when I looked it up on my map, me being the investigator that I am, I saw that Los Angeles was roughly around 1 hour, 45 minutes or 2 hours from this city that he's in. That was east of Los Angeles. So here I go being retarded. I said, oh, wow, you are actually just, 1 hour, 45 minutes from LA. I said, what a coincidence. So then he responded immediately. He was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I said, I have to actually be in LA, like ASAP. I said, if you want, I said, I can actually adjust my flight and I can be at LA and you and I can have dinner. No response, y'all. And when I say no response, like this time it was like 1 hour and a half, 2 hours before he responded. And when he did respond, he was like, you would do that? So then I came back and I said, I don't mind doing this. I was like, this is something that I can do because what you do for a living and what I do for a living, this would be great. I said, how about this? I'll fly out to LA and I will meet you. I said, I'm so curious about seeing who this special guy is in the pictures he showed me. Y'all, after I said that, I haven't heard anything from him. Like nothing that day. And when I say nothing that day, this was probably like Sunday, early Sunday, I had sent him this message. I did not get a response from him until I hit him back around, I want to say 9 o'clock that night. Or 9:30 that night. When I hit him up at 9:30 that night, I was like, hey, is everything okay? No response. So I responded again. I said, well, since you didn't respond, I didn't fly to LA. I said, which is no biggie. I said, we can always replan or reschedule. He immediately hit me back and said, oh my gosh, you'll never know what happened to me. I got mugged and my camera is busted up on my phone and it's hard for me to receive messages. So here I go being an ass. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, they robbed you? I know you need some money. And I said, wait a minute. No, you don't. I remember what you told me. So you're good with money, right? He then responds like, well, how you know I'm good with money? I do need some money. Y'all, I left that message right there. I just left it right there. I was just done with it. And so it kind of, I'm not gonna say it kind of pissed me off, but I laughed about it because I'm like, I cannot believe it's like 2021. And people are out here still doing dumb stuff. And I did not delete his number yet because I think I'm going to have some fun with this number just to entertain myself with some friends and get a good laugh out of it. But it's just kind of weird. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I got catfish by a guy that's not even my race. I mean, is that wrong to say? It don't matter. It happened to me. I can't believe it happened. That's just all to it. It's funny that we're talking about color or I guess crayons. I remember when I first moved to Atlanta earlier, about 9 years ago or so, or 8 years ago. No, 9 years ago, something like that. I actually met up with this other white guy that he had a complicated schedule. I knew it was him because we actually FaceTimed each other and he actually stayed probably like 10 minutes from where I was living at the time in Atlanta. And he was just so busy and had so much going on. And I guess I could say I misconstrued that from him playing games, or I can't say catfishing. We'll just say playing games. And I ain't gonna say playing games. Yeah, it was playing games. But anyway, I guess I misconstrued that because he was just always busy or came up with something about why we could not physically meet or whatever the case may be. And then I remember twice where we made dinner plans and both fell through. And so I just made an executive decision. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to answer the calls no more for this guy. We're good. We're done. We're Gucci. And that was that. But needless to say, I did, do some research on, I don't know, was it Facebook or Instagram, but he ended up dating a black guy shortly after he and I, stopped communicating. And so I guess he really do like black guys, so that's that. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Drop down in the comments. What do y'all think? Have you guys ever been catfished? What do y'all think about being catfished by someone of your other race? Does it not matter or what? I know dealing with race and talking about race is, I guess I'm not gonna say it's a sensitive topic, but it's something out there that's really being put in our faces right now, which is great. Right now, I'm noticing that there are a lot of interracial commercials out there, which is pretty dope. And it's great because of the world that we live in now. Everything is changing. So that's cool and all. But I don't know. I have my pros and cons about, I guess, having that happily ever after with someone who is not of the same complexion as me. I do want someone that's a part of the melanin rainbow, I guess you could kind of say. And I guess because, with me, I have a lot of black man moments. We'll just say that. I have a lot of black man moments. And when I say that, I probably need to vent out to my significant other who looks just like me about what's going on with the world today, or if something happened to me at work, or whatever the case may be. And y'all out there know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know. And when I say the melanin rainbow, I do also mean my Latino brothers, or I just say this: anyone who is outside of who's outside of being Caucasian. That's what I mean by that. So that's that. But I don't know. I hope I'm not missing out on my perfect person, I should say, or my je ne sais quoi. So I don't know. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was getting on me about, how I date. And she was like, you just looking for that perfect somebody, like you're Prince Charming. And I guess I am looking for my Prince Charming, so I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. That was my story about this color thing. Dating this white guy who catfished me. So that's that. But anyway, I'm not gonna let this video be too long. I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe, and just let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, any comments about this video, just please feel free to let me know. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Again, it's me, Jerome. I'll talk to y'all later.